All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem HaKadosh. It's all praises to who the world calls God. And his true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh for the Heavenly Father, and Yahushai for his beloved Son. Also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect preaching this word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Taz Bond at Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Lord will, with another video to edify. There's going to be a video going into a dream my woman had. And as the scriptures say in Joel 2 and 28, it says, "And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. And I will also upon the servants and upon the handmaids, in those days will I pour out my spirit." You see? So my woman had a dream, right? And it basically broke down into 4 parts. And the first part is what I'm going to go into is she said that she had gone to the store, to buy stuff. She said basically in the dream she was at the store to buy stuff, and she couldn't figure out why she was there because she didn't know exactly why she needed to buy food and whatnot. So she was there, and she said the shelves were kind of empty, but it was a chaotic scene, And she said, but the whole time, the entire dream was going on, she was never hungry. And I started telling her, I was like, man, the Lord showed you a dream. So this is going to be the first precept. This is Isaiah 33 and 16. It says, I'll start at 15. It says, "He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, and he that despiseth the gain of oppression, that shaketh his hands from holding of bribes, that stoppeth his ears from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing evil, he shall dwell on high. His place of defense shall be the munitions of the rock. Bread shall be given him, his water shall be sure." And that's what I told my woman. I said the scriptures tell you the Lord said the water, our bread and water would be sure, because what we're working out our salvation with fear and trembling, man. We're telling the people what's up. We're trying to follow the Lord and everything that He said. So the Lord said He's going to help us out. And the dream was bothering my woman because she said it was so heavy. But this is Isaiah 65 and 13. It says, "Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. But ye shall be hungry." It says, "Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall eat. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and howl for vexation of spirit." And that's what's happening, man. I told my woman, hey, the Lord said we would eat, but they were hungry, man. And the dream that she had was so comforting, because it was like, damn, man, the Lord showing mercy, bro. The Lord showing mercy. I kept telling her, hey, you don't forget that dream. Recite that in your head over and over again. The Lord is showing you that hey, if you keep doing right, no matter what happens, He's gonna make a way, man. This is Psalms 34 and 10. And I'll go into the next part of the dream after that. It says, I'll start at 9. It says, "Oh, fear Yahweh, ye His saints, for there is no want to them that fear Him." And like she was saying in the dream, she said she wasn't hungry. She didn't even feel like she needed anything. She was just getting what we might need. It says, verse 10, it says, "The young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek Yahweh shall not want any good thing," man. That's what's so spiritual about it, man. Those that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. I was telling my woman that, right? So the second part of the dream, my woman said we were at the house. She said it was our house, but she could tell it was our house, but it wasn't somewhere that we had lived yet. In real life. So she said we were there, and she basically saw. She said she saw, because I don't get into the scriptures too much with my women, but she said she saw like aliens. She described it as aliens. She said they were sitting on like top of ships, like flat circles, riding on them, and they started out to throw fire on the earth, and people were burning up and things were blowing up around. And I was in the house, and she said she was trying to quiet me down. She's telling me to quiet her, or they're gonna hear us. And she basically said that that I told her I didn't have to be quiet, and you could tell my woman was like, I was happy in the dream that it was happening, And I told her, hey, you saw the angels of the Lord and the chariots of the Lord burning everything up, burning up the wicked, So this is Zechariah 5:1, and I explained her this. Man. I was hyped when she told me this dream. I was hyped, man. This is Zechariah 5:1. It says, "Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roe. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits." And she said she saw a lot of them, man. It says, verse 3, "Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off on that side according to it. And I will bring it forth, say Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stone thereof." So my woman saw the chariots of the Lord zapping niggas, man. It was beautiful. It was, when I heard that, man, it's uplifting. It's uplifting to my spirit, man. It's Psalms 18. Psalms 18. And 9. It says, "He bowed the heavens also, and came down, and darkness was under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub, and did fly. Yeah, he did fly upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his secret place, his pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of the sky. At the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed, hail and stones and coals of fire." You see, right? If you read verse 7, it says he shook terribly. It says that then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations also and the hills moved and were shaken because of his wrath. And this is how the Lord gets down when he comes through them chariots, man. Back to verse 13. It says, "Yahweh also thundered in the heavens. The highest gave his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. Yeah, he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and shot out lightnings and discomfited them." And the Lord is going to defend us, man, through them chariots. And I kept telling my woman, hey, what you saw was the Lord coming to defend us, man. The fact that I was in the house and I was excited. I bet I was sitting there going, I bet, man. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 49. It says, and this is Yahweh Shai's words. It says, "I come to send fire, and what will I if it be already kindled," man? So that was the Lord. He was going to come heap on that fire, man. So that's the second part of the dream, right? My woman said that it was like jumping scenes. So this is going to be the next part. So she said that we fled the house. We left the house, but our dogs weren't with us. But she said she wasn't really worried about them. And she said we fled the house, and it was like people were chasing us. And she said it was terrifying. But she said that she was holding my hand, and we were running. And we were moving super fast. And she said she was never getting tired. She said she had never gotten tired once while we were running. And that in a matter of like minutes, we were like miles away. And I told her, I was like, hey, the scriptures tell you that the Lord would make our feet like hinds feet, you know, and that he would set up a defender in a way that a standard in a way to escape. And she said that's how it was. Because I explained to her what hinds feet are, and she said that's how it was. It was like it was. She said it was crazy because, you know, me and my woman, you know, we out of shape, you know. So when she told me that, I was like, hey, she was so shocked that she was running as much as she was, and escaping everything, and she was with me, right? So she said even at one point she was by herself, but then she got back with me. So going into the fact that we were fleeing, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and I told her that, you know, in that day we're gonna have to leave stuff behind. 2nd Ezra 16 and 40, and it says, I'll start at 39. It says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. It says, O my people, hear my word. Make ye ready to the battle, meaning be prepared for these things. Have this in your mind, right? And in those days, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. And this is what I told my woman. In that day, we're going to have to be pilgrims. And what? Pilgrims move about, right? It says, he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away. And he that buyeth, as one that will lose. And he that occupieth merchandise, as he that had no profit in it. And he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein. And he that soweth, as if he should not reap. So also he that planted the vineyard, as he shall not gather the grapes. That they that marry, as they that shall get no children. And they that marry not, as the widows. You see? And I told him, we're going to have to give up stuff, man. We're going to have to move, because the Lord is going to be doing some works. So this is Psalms 18 and 32. And it says it is the Most High that girdeth me with strength, and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds feet, and setteth me upon the high places. You see, and that's what I told. We were moving, man. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken in my arms. And this is what the Lord is going to do for his men, man. I got to read verse 30. It says, as for the Most High, his way is perfect. The word of Yahweh is tried. He is a buckler to those that trust him. You see, verse 31. Who is the Most High? It says, for who is power save Yahweh? Or who is a rock save our power? You see? Nobody, no other power can deliver us in these days, man. I kept telling my woman, hey, the Lord showed you something to have faith, to show trust in him, man. In that day, man. This is Isaiah the 40th chapter. Isaiah 40, because she said we were just moving, and out of nowhere we were like far as fuck away, man. Isaiah 40 and 30. And it says, I'll start at 29. He giveth the power to the faint. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary. And that's what I told my woman. The scriptures say, even the youth shall be faint and weary. It says, and the young men shall utterly fail, but they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. It says, they shall walk and not faint. You see? That's a beautiful thing. It was, man, the dream was bad, man. It's Isaiah 59 and 19. 1 second. Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. It says, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob say, Yahweh. You see? In those moments, man, the Lord gave us the power to move. Back in Psalms 33, In 18, hey, this scripture, Psalms 18, Psalms just keeps coming up. Psalms 33 and 18. It says, behold, the eye of Yahweh is upon them that fear him, and upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver those souls from death, and to keep them alive in famine. It says, our soul waited for Yahweh. He is our help and our shield. You see? So that's going into the time where we have to flee, right? So the next part is my woman said the end of her dream, right? My woman said the end of her dream was basically I was with her again, and we were walking and we came to an alleyway, and my woman was like, can't we just go back to the house? And she said, I pointed forward in front of us, and I said, no, we got to go. And we walked into this alleyway, and I told my woman that was the straight gate. That was the straight gate, because we're not going to get into the kingdom by no other way but you know, during that flight of affliction, man. This is Luke 33. Is it Luke 33? Luke 13 and 24. Right? Luke 13 and 24. And it says, I started 23. It says, then said one unto him, Lord, after there, it says, are there few that be saved? And he said unto them, strive to enter in at the straight gate. For many I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able. You see? I told her that was the straight gate. That was that narrow path, man. And this is the one in 2nd Ezra that goes into it too. I did a brief expounding on it for her. This is 2nd Ezra 7 and 14. 2nd Ezra 7 and 14, it says, I started 13. It says, for the entrances of the elder world were wide and sure, but brought immortal fruit. It says, if then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them. You see? So I told her, man, hey, we got to go through that straight gate. We're gonna go through a little bit of hell, but the Lord is gonna get us all through it, man. You know, so this was my woman's dream, man, and it brought me like intense joy, man, to hear this, man. The way it was broken down in sections like that too, it was cool, man. So you know, this is just a little encouragement, man. The Lord is gonna help us through everything, man. So Lord willing, this is edifying, you know. With that, I'm saying, call halal, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Shalom.